our discussion about the connection between deep learning and neural network. So let us go direct into the discussion. So the deep learning network, deep learning is a subset of machine learning that involves training an artificial neural networks with multiple layers to learn complex patterns and relationships in data. On the other hand, the neural network is a type of machine learning algorithm that is only inspired by the structure and the functions of human brain. So we went ahead and also discussed some of the capabilities of the neural network, and we found that neural network is a building block of deep learning, providing the framework for the multi-layered models that are used in developing the deep learning applications. So we gave an example that highlighted the connection between the deep learning and the neural network as an illustration of the connection between the deep learning and the neural network. So we went ahead and considered a deep learning model as a design to recognize handwritten digits. So this model is trained on data sets of images of the handwritten digits, where each image is labeled with a corresponding digit. So the deep learning model consists of multiple layers of interconnected nodes. You can also call them neurons, so that transform the input data and learn to recognize the patterns of the image.
To take you through the neural networks, it actually consists of 3 layers, and that is the input layer, the hidden layer, and the output layer. Each layer has function, and I want to take you through that. The first layer of the network receives the raw image data and performs basic processing such as edge detection and fix extraction. The output of the first layer is then passed into the next layer, which performs more complex transformation and learns to recognize more abstract features in the image. The process continues through the multiple layer of the network, which each layer learning to recognize increasingly complex patterns and relationships in the data. Once the neural network has been trained on the dataset, it can be used to classify new images of handwritten digits. The input image is passed through the network, and the output of the final represent the probability of the image corresponds to each of 10 possible digits. The digit with the highest probability is then selected as the predicted label for the input image. There is a connection. The connection between the deep learning and neural network is that the neural network provides framework for building deep learning models with multiple layers of the interconnected nodes. By training these models on the large data set, deep learning algorithm can learn complex patterns and relationships in the data and make its accurate prediction on new data. Thank you. I want to
Okay, to summarize with the deep learning and the neural network, we went ahead and discussed again that the neural network, the deep learning is also known as hierarchical learning, which means hierarchical learning means that it goes through a series of steps to train the neural network, to train the artificial neural network, so that can mimic the computing capabilities of human brain and create patterns similar to those used by the brain for making decisions. So in contrast, we can just give a contrast to task-based algorithms. The deep learning systems learn from data presentations, so it can learn from unstructured or unlabeled data. So that becomes the end of our discussion on deep learning and neural network. And now we want to jump into the discussion of why the artificial intelligence machines are able to outperform humans in gameplay. Thank you.
Well, after highlighted earlier, as highlighted by my colleague, actually AI machines are able to outperform human in gameplay. We can look at some reasons. Yeah, I'll talk about the first, speed and accuracy. AI machines can process and make decisions much faster than human. They analyze large amounts of data in real time and perform complex calculations as compared to human, which is essential in gameplay. Okay, we can talk about the draft game. In draft game, most likely human can lose, or not can lose, they always lose, because the machine learns your step before making the step actually. So yeah.
As my colleague has said, there are several reasons. So I will just but explain the second reason, which is consistency. AI machines, they are not able to get fatigue, and humans, once the game is on playing, they can get fatigue, and unlike humans, AI are not able to get fatigue, distraction, or emotions that can affect their performance. They can play the game for hours without getting tired, and their performance remains consistent throughout. This can be demonstrated like in the games of draft or chess. Once the game starts, the AI machines just but first it analyzes your steps, and it is probably that the first game a human can win that one, but the second one and continuance, the AI machine is probably to win the rest of the games due to consistency, and it can take your steps and cannot forget the previous steps as
And the third reason is the memory. AI machines can remember and analyze vast amounts of information and patterns, which is crucial for games that involve strategy and planning. For example, when someone is playing chess, for example, the AI can memorize the last moves that human had take part in, and it will make sure it doesn't make the same mistake again.
as discussed above by my fellow group members about the AI, how the AI machines is able to outperform the humans. The fourth point, through machine learning techniques, they can analyze past games, identify the mistakes the human made, and adjust their strategies accordingly. As they play more games, they become more experienced and can anticipate and react to different scenarios better. For example, I may say I played a game a previous day, maybe yesterday or a previous day before. Again, I came today to play that game. The AI machine will know my moves and it will detect how I played it. It may outperform how I played.
The last point on this, on how AI can outperform humans, is the access of information, where AI machines can access and analyze large amounts of data and information that humans may not have access to, giving them an advantage in games that require knowledge and analysis, where such that, in summary, we can say that the combination of the speed, accuracy, consistency, memory, learning ability, and access to the information will always make the AI machine superior to humans in game playing. Thank you for that try.